Gotta put the mic back on. It's Dying of Exposure. Session 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Back playing some video games. Welcome to the afternoon here.
All clear. Show me your hands!
Going in. It's over. You're mine. See ya.
Get him.
Nothing to it.
Are instructed to leave immediately. If you need to access the train station, please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train services may be suspended without warning. Should this occur, your patience and understanding are requested. I repeat, this is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. The area near the expressway is
Alright, I got
extremely
the
dangerous.
equipment here. We're just kind of exploring where the game doesn't want us to go, right?
Are instructed
So that's what
to
you do
leave
in
immediately.
RPGs.
If you need to access
wrong way
the train
first.
station, please take
Okay.
a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train services may be suspended without warning. Should this occur, your patience and understanding are requested. I repeat, this is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations
Just give it up! Don't run! Take him!
Box him in! Box him in! There's nowhere to run!
That's that.
Target sighted! I repeat, target sighted! Shock troopers,
Let's
prep
finish
for
this.
immediate deployment!
It's over. See ya. It's over.
You like this?
Here we go. See ya.
Troopers on standby! You are clear to engage! Be advised, target is headed for the station!
Instructions is advised. I repeat. From the Shinra Emergency
Need a
Operations
light.
for the safety of the security has been indicated around South Plaza. Officers have been arrested throughout the area.
It comes! Never been played!
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center for the safety of Sector 11.
Enemy combatants surrounded! Pull down your weapon and surrender!
Blockades have been erected throughout the area. compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat.
Yeah! This might hurt!
Let's do this.
Operation
Don't let him escape!
for the safety
Give
of
up!
Sector 8 residents. Security has been
Ground forces engaging target in Cotton Plaza.
Move in!
All nearby units converge and provide immediate support.
Prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised.
That's that. Enough.
Got you!
That's that.
Yeah.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
That was good. It was good. It felt good. Ah, yeah. The chat comes from the bottom up. Chat comes from the bottom up. Just like me. Just like me. What's up, Comair?
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe.
Oh, am I not going this way? Well, then I'm gonna go run back the other way first before I do it.
But the rooftops look clear.
Okay. Well, I see that, but I'm not going to get involved with it. Yeah, grenades. I really gotta start using grenades. Oh, you're trash. Take a potion. How's that? Ooh, kitty. Nope, not touching that, not touching that.
For the safety of Sector 8 residents, security has been
Sure, I'm not missing
around
anything,
South
right?
Blockades have been erected throughout the area. To
Guess
avoid
I couldn't
accidents,
run.
prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised.
The setting for this is just gorgeous.
Don't let him get away!
This is an
No
alert
matter
from
what!
the Shinra Emergency Operations Center.
There.
For the safety of Sector 8 residents, security has been increased around
I think that
South
line
Plaza.
isn't supposed to happen.
Blockades have been erected throughout the area. To avoid accidents,
Okay, so we're gonna actually go all the way back up this way and see what's going on in this direction. There's this rooftop thing here.
prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat,
Okay, let's-
this is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. For the safety of Sector 8 residents, security has been increased around South Plaza.
Over there! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
Be advised. Target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately.
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. For the safety of Sector 8 residents, security
Iron Bangle, huh? Ooh. We'll increase the armor, we increase the magic. Can I not equip this? Ah, this is where I do it from, I see. It's materia and equipment. So there's the set materia. Ah, this is where it is. Okay, so I wasn't using these. Increase the strength by 5, and then Iron Bank. because I have Iron Bangle now. I can set materia in it. It's tempting, but I really want Cloud to have some music.
Blockades have been erected throughout the area to avoid accidents. Prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat, this is an alert.
Where am I going?
From the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. For the safety of Central West
Ah, there it is.
Security has been ground south of Boston. Blockades have been erected throughout the area to avoid accidents. Prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat, an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center.
Don't underestimate him.
It's over.
Shield front!
No escape. Not bad.
Should those protect you from fire? Damn cop.
I see him!
Enough. Let's go.
Get all the Moogle medals. Can't remember what they're for.
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area.
In the vicinity of
Full lockdown is in effect. All units.
Have eyes on the target! You're mine now!
residents are instructed to remain inside.
See ya.
Do not enter outside for any reason. The lockdown.
Enough. Was never in doubt.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Suspect in Reactor 1 bomb has been sighted in the vicinity of
Target spotted! Moving in her!
It's over. That it?
Get the bastard! Ready! Damn it! This is gonna hurt. You'll be dead.
Residents are instructed to remain inside.
Burn.
Do not enter outside for any reason. An announcement was made when the lockdown was lifted.
See ya.
He's here! Watch.
It's over. All good.
I'll show you. You'll be dead soon. Shield front!
stop the public security immediately! You have nowhere to run!
Come get me!
See ya. Let's do this. You're mine. You're done. It's over. Let's go.
High potion, that's for goddamn sure. Ooh. We're on quite the combat gauntlet here.
End of the line, punk! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Ah, shit. What's up, Smiley? Just playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Get ready. Enough. See ya. This won't take long. No way! Okay. See ya. It's over.
You gotta pay!
That's that.
Do your worst!
Damn it. That high potion.
Time to burn.
Ah, fuck. Come on. Somewhere I can need you.
So long! Try me! I'll tear you apart!
Fucker. Fine.
Burn.
You're done.
Need a light? All right. Shit. No escape.
Try!
Still in it. It's on now. Going in. Enough.
Long live Sinner! Move in! Don't let him escape!
HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Oh shit!
Wait! I know that.
Fuck yeah! See ya, everybody. See ya, everybody. And that's right.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh yeah, I'm a keeper.
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can't argue with results.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
And a
Wearing
girl
robes.
gave me this flower.
Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
So we're gonna save. So we hadn't saved in a minute. Not, you know, since my last save. It's quite the. It's
And in
quite
the
the
freight
like
car,
get
too.
into the combat. Like it was a good like training combat structure. Did I check something on the old work? Yeah. Close that for now and expand this. What's up, Prophet? Okay, just saved.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky
This
us.
train from
We've got a
Sector
crowd
8
to hide
station
in.
is bound
Head for the front of the
Sector
train and
7
hold there.
Undercity. Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
Just a normal guy with a big giant sword on his back. It's fine. Right? It's fine.
I just want to get home.
I just wanted to be alone.
Alright. I'll leave you alone then.
Other reactors were hit as well.
So cramped.
Could Avalanche really be behind all
Never
this?
mind. Sorry to disturb you.
Why would anyone do something like that?
Man, everyone's on
I wanted
edge.
the train for
Of course
Sector
they are.
2.
Hey, Cloud.
If you're
They
about to
even have a
unburden
road
yourself,
down there.
don't.
Could Avalanche really
Yeesh.
be behind all this?
You don't make it easy.
Wait, where is it?
I didn't mean to bump.
Okay, got it.
Should have gone to Sector 3 instead.
I wanted the train for Sector 2.
Wait, what the?
house still be
Oh, that's weird.
Do you mind? I'm trying to work here.
Hey,
You
got a
see,
sec?
my daughter now lives
You're
in Sector 8.
holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Have
Wow.
they caught the
My hands are
perpetrators
still
yet?
shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
You see, my daughter now lives in
leave me
Sector
alone
8. So
Yeah.
Do you think Wu Tai's to blame?
The fire was really
Tie. It's
big.
not Wu Tai. I'm right here.
Someone's trying to take out
Little help, Cloud? Please? I
I'm
can't
sure
stop
Sector
thinking
7
about
is
it.
affected
The
too.
bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big.
It didn't.
It doesn't make any
Didn't
sense.
Jesse, your
The
sweetheart.
explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible
sweetheart,
enemies
Jesse.
back there, right?
You never do anything wrong.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault.
Was it?
Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
I doubt this will be the last attack on a reactor.
I can't wait to set foot on the surface.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Avalanche.
Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass.
There's no comparatives to
Everyone
this
knows
and how
Avalanche
we're
only
talking
cares
about
about saving the planet.
anti-genocide protests right now.
Just who do you think you are? A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
You have a gun for an arm, Barrett.
Antagonize him.
Barrett,
In my humble
I mean,
opinion,
racial biases aside,
explosion
you are a
was
threatening-looking
message.
motherfucker.
a message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
Whatever, Democrat.
That's right.
That is the Shinra Creed.
Yes, yes, Prophet.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We
I
should
mean,
go.
yeah.
Right.
Fucking Barrett. It's like, dude, act, chill, adjust a little bit.
Much longer till the station.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe me. Man, this train is slower than molasses, am I right?
They'd probably kill us if they knew we were the ones responsible.
I mean, yeah, we did. Like, I'm pro environmental, you know, activism and in to some degrees things that get labeled terrorism. But like, there's no way the system doesn't like
No,
attack
don't
you.
think about it. They'd probably
any
kill
more?
us if they knew we were the ones responsible.
Are you?
Well, I get it if you can't relate.
Gotta swap out the old hookah bowl, which means. Well, bam! Whoop.
Shower might help. A long,
Yep.
hot one.
Agreed. I just took a shower myself. I'm so very clean. Can you smell me, chat? Can you smell how clean I am? I'm so clean right now. All the crannies cleansed. It sounded gross. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I'm not gonna say it again. I should, however, set an alarm on my phone to remind me to sign back into work. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. That way, I don't fucking get lost in the game.
Well, I get it if you can't relate.
Alright, you repeat.
How much longer till the station?
You hear that,
What's up, Barrett?
Shinra Creed my ass. We're the good guys, damn it.
It is a little tough when you have to tell yourself that. Can I mess with this guy? Sleepy guy? No, he's just sleeping. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get.
I love Jesse so much.
Here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level. Atop which
That's about
stands a
1,000
shining
feet.
beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this main pillar. Look, we're about halfway through it now. They've set up a checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all passengers heading in and out. Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security
Indeed.
wouldn't have it any other way. Heads
Of
up.
course.
Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks
Pizza
up
in the
Mako
sky.
while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
It's true. It's definitely true, Prophet. Like, solar is absorbing power that is going into the earth and everything like that from UV things, but we can, position things. But it is all resource management. I think wind power, for the most part, minimizes that, right? Wind and air power, but it's not very efficient, right? Tide power could be quite useful. We probably even have the technology to do it in a way that would also create potentially beneficial false coral reefs that could create biomes for things to live on while we're gathering power from those. But again, not necessarily consistent. Nuclear energy is arguably also a very kind of like initial cost, but then a consistent amount of power or a significant amount of power. But again, all of the cooling, the water, the resources. I mean, we don't want to interrupt it, but the interruption of it or the amount of windmills or tide structures, if it flows with it without creating a problem. The idea is that is it a zero sum game with the planet, right? That's why solar and wind and even hydro, if managed correctly, hydroelectric and tide power, all are much easier to manage than say petrol, which is a much tighter zero-sum game, right? Also, you know, we want to use power systems regardless of what they end up being in the future. We want to use power systems that like exist post us and implement new power systems post us understanding that like we need to do environmental impact surveys and like cost analysis and true stuff, which is arguably the biggest problem with the petrol industry, right? And with Mako, it seems to be more like petrol, right? They're sucking. I mean, we know from Final Fantasy, it's also like the souls of people, so like that's kind of dark. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm big pro nuclear. My only problem with nuclear is that it actually requires people to maintain shit, and we don't we don't trust infrastructure is very good at that. Yeah, it's adding. It's not just taking energy, it's adding. It's it's very location specific. Like obviously desert climates and stuff are great for solar. And you know, you need wind for wind. Everything's location specific, but petrol is extremely location specific, right? So that's also a problem. Uh you know, in the same fashion of fracking and things like that, right? Um I'd also say, but yeah, if it were up to me, if I could be guaranteed like good nuclear maintenance of facilities and safety protocols, I'd be all pro nuclear. I still genuinely feel like there's going to be a direction of that. Um, or there's going to eventually be a direction of that. But like, I mean, we're so close to fusion. Like, and when I say close, I mean decades away. But like, we're so close to the inevitable power that we want, which is fusion energy. So yeah, I don't know much about thorium molten salt.
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Forward. That's untrue. It's not how subways and rails work. But whatever. It is, but like we've just made demonstrable repeat tests. They always say it's 20 ways away. I say it's decades away. It might be 50 years, 70 years away. And I still am concerned.
Oh, sweetheart. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Goodness.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
Ah, it was that bad.
It's really bad.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R.
Oh, yeah.
You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At Seventh Heaven. You know, where Tifa
We
works.
have made progress towards Cyberpunk.
Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
We're gonna pause it while I make my hookah bowl. We have made progress towards Cyberpunk. Yeah. We continue to. It is funny because I am curious. I'm like 2077. Will we be like 2077 in 2077? If I think back, roughly 50 years ago, because it's roughly 50 years out. So we're thinking back into the early 1970s. We've still got mostly mechanical cars. We're still mostly non-computerized. We're still very manual and everything. And then I think about 50 years from now, especially with the speed of technology, rapidly. I don't know. Cyberpunk 2077 might not be that far off. Yeah, I know. They always push it. But yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Cyberpunk 2077, though, like, I don't think it's a dead accurate, right? But, like, I think it is a lot closer. Which is weird, because it makes me feel like, again, assuming we have the ability to travel near light speeds and stuff like that, a much more condensed and less alien-filled version, but a version of Star Trek happening in, like, 2150, 2250, isn't that wild. We just need, again, we need a better energy source, a more consistent energy source with more velocity and power behind it. And we'll get there. But yeah. Now, we're also that much closer to Fallout. So there you go. Although I don't have nearly the optimism of any percentage of humanity surviving. Yeah, there you go. The Expanse is a much better. I think the Expanse is still pretty far out. It kind of depends, right? If we make a breakthrough in a couple technologies, the Expanse suddenly becomes very reasonable. But like solar system travel, right? Again, you need that energy source. You need that velocity, right? So that you can travel much faster. But I don't know. I think a couple hundred years from now, right? 2224, right? 2224. We'll probably have some independent floating things. Possibly some land colonies. Mars is a pretty bad place, but like Moon, all moon dust is bad. It's tough because there's really significant things that we just don't have good solves for right now. Yeah. And it just needs something that gives us a lot of power, that's fairly mobile and reliably consistent, and then we'll be there. And once we have the energy for that, we can start doing things. We're also, every time we think we've hit like sort of like a threshold for like data management or data transfer or data containment or processing power, it takes some time. The gaps are a little different, and we make some fucking huge ass breakthrough. And so as long as the power's available, I'm also confident about that. And that goes a long way to expanding. Being able to minimal cost modify carbon to shape it into whatever we need is a big one, though, for the manufacturing needs. You're right. Expanse. What was I watching? Oh, fucking... Yeah. What was I watching? For All Mankind. The way that they handle things in For All Mankind once they've got, like, the Mars colony and they're trying to mine an asteroid and figure it out and do all this really complicated, fucking super risky math and everything once they get into the more modern era. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll get there. Again, assuming we're alive, assuming we function, assuming we figure out our resources, which there is a part of me that's sort of like, well, humanity may destroy itself or poison itself or sicken itself kind of thing. But if it doesn't, then we'll get there, because that's kind of how we work. System. Just want to make sure. Options. Graphics setting. Doing fine. I'll keep SDR so my computer doesn't light a flame. Where's that? Is it gameplay? Forget. Disabled. It's not. Oh, it's camera. Three's fine. This is all fine.
Not long now.
Okay, so I'm in Sector 7. So we went through Sector 8 to get to Sector 7, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't matter.
Are you sure you haven't seen my husband?
If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah, again, there's definitely not a company structure.
He's really tall. You'd have no trouble spotting him, even if he was in a crowd.
Sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
Please, you must have seen him.
How are people here taking the news? It's got a lot of them.
Oh, there's something I want to do. Was it system options? Is it gameplay? Where's the subtitles? I think it's... I think you can turn, or I thought you could turn on dialogue and speaker name, dialogue only. I thought you could turn on a little text for what they say, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Yeah,
But not enough to stop him from partying, I guess.
Don't they realize what's happened? Unbelievable.
You see the huge explosion on TV?
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm going. Wow, am I hungry? Guess I'll stop by one of the food stalls.
So, you hear that burger joint staying open tonight?
No way! I'd kill for one right now.
I would also like a burger.
What are we even doing here? No one in their right mind would go into a train graveyard at night.
People talk, rumors spread, and kids get curious. You know how it is.
Speaking of which, you hear it was supposedly a ghost, not a monster, that attacked that guy this afternoon?
They must have been seeing things.
Yeah.
Talk about weird stuff going down. A reactor
But,
bombing, train graveyard getting closed off.
What? The graveyard's closed?
One of the locals was attacked by some kind of monster, so the watch told people to keep out.
That's an omen. But, yeah. Yeah, I genuinely think that... I think that... Though there may be use of things like nuclear weapons in the future, that it'll still be a very kind of contained... Not contained, but like... It won't be a giant nuclear explosion across all regions, right? It'll be another step and then possibly a leveling of the area that used it.
I'm going on a ghost hunt. Come on out, ghosts!
Other people are talking about ghosts. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Other people are talking about ghosts.
Of course no one's here to pick me up. Why would they be? Why did my office have to
Well,
burn
I'll
down?
have you know, I was worried sick.
So screwed.
Just seeing your faces.
Are you crying?
Oh,
Office
yeah.
still there?
Somehow. As long
I
as the
kind of
trains
like
are running,
this.
It'll be work as usual tomorrow.
Obviously,
Office still
Baldur's
there?
Gate 3
Somehow. As long as
has,
the
has
trains
really
are running,
evolved it,
it'll
but
be
like
work as
when I
usual
first
tomorrow.
played this, I was like, what a great way to handle city NPCs. Where it's like you can just sort of walk,
Girl.
How about what?
hear them talk.
Let's go someplace a little less crowded, huh?
Okay, except the only place around here is the train graveyard, which everyone says is haunted. But that's cool, right?
The other misrepresentation, not that I'm a big fan of the idea of nuclear armaments, and they are much more disastrous now. So everyone thinks of nukes, and then they think of something like Chernobyl, which is a nuclear facility, right? Versus a nuclear weapon. Not that I want any of those things to happen, but you know, that's why I think the Fallout show did such a good job by showing just like bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb dropping in the first episode, so that you could see it's like, no, they didn't like nuke LA with like one big nuke. They nuke Los Angeles with, you know, dozens and dozens of nukes. That's how you irradiate the whole place.
Train services have concluded for the day. We will provide an update on the schedule first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you for your patience. Emergency train services have now concluded. This was the final train of the day. We apologize for the inconvenience, but please have a safe journey home. Train services have concluded for the day.
Yeah.
We will provide
Yeah,
an
Mass
update
Effect
on the
really kicked it
schedule
off.
first thing
Honestly,
tomorrow morning. Thank you for your
honestly, one of the things that I thought that was really great about the Mass
Emergency train
Effect
service-
series, and one of the few things I thought was great about Mass Effect Andromeda, is that they really got banter, like, kind of polished. Andromeda was a problem game, but not only banter within the crew and banter within your companions, but banter when you go to places. And I thought that was like the best example of it. But yeah, Mass Effect really, BioWare really brought that forward. And then, fucking obviously, Baldur's Gate 3 is just like a masterpiece of it, where there's tons of individuals for you to talk to if you choose to talk to. There's background conversations. There's your companion banter. It's the sort of like most current form of it, right?
Have now concluded. This was the final train of the day.
When I put him in charge of my stand, I told him, son, the goal isn't to make a fortune. It's to make people happy. If someone's having a bad day, it's your job to put a smile on their face.
Well, by the looks of things, I'd say he took that lesson to heart.
I won't get one free. Hell yeah.
When I put him in charge of my stand,
Well, then you can fall in love with Fried Marsh all over again.
I don't know. Didn't you say the guy was from Wall Market?
You won't care where he's from once we're living topside.
Yeah, I guess.
You bet I will.
Yeah, that, the people in the club talking about what Asari looked like, right? All of it.
Floor and we're set for life.
I don't know. Didn't you say the guy was from Wall Market?
You won't care where he's from once we're living topside.
Yeah, I guess.
How much is enough fried marsh? A handful or... Hear me out. A whole heap?
I wish I could tell you, but sadly, I don't share your passion for processed food.
Guess some topsiders came down too. Just got asked about lodgings.
You mentioned the place by the Watch's HQ? That's the safest if you ask me.
Real talk. If I lived in Midgar, I'd want to live down in where all these little like food vendors are and everything
Guess
like
some
that.
topsiders came down too. Just got asked about lodgings.
You mentioned the place by the Watch's HQ? That's the safest if you ask me.
I am 3 sheets to the wind.
They had this one drink in Wall Market. Tasted like the nectar of the gods.
We ain't got shit like that here. How about one that tastes like their piss?
Another buy one get one free. Love that.
Which is enough fried marsh? A handful, or hear me out, a whole heap?
I wish I could tell you, but sadly,
The bartender
I
here
don't share
can
your
take one look at
passion
you
for
and know
processed
exactly
food.
what you want.
We ain't got shit like that here.
Can we even
How about
trust
one
the
that tastes like
hotels
their
around
piss?
here?
I bet their mattresses are crawling with bugs.
I think he's over by the TVs. He's been watching the news this whole time.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I want to know if they've caught anyone.
I'd never felt the ground shake like that.
I do wonder. I mean, I guess it does kind of exist, and it has kind of existed. But the idea of an undercity is really aggressive. Like, sprawl is more likely than verticality, right? That's not to say that it hasn't existed and doesn't exist in some fashion or another, but the formalization of it. See, yeah, if I weren't, if I wasn't married in a house, I would move to a downtown studio. I honestly, like, I wouldn't be able to afford it, but honestly, I'd live somewhere in, like, a place like New York, or New Orleans, or, like, Chicago, or, like, Portland, or, you know, Pike, Pine and Pike, Capitol Hill, East Seattle. Probably the last on the list, but I'd probably live in something like that, where everything was in walking distance and I had so much going on by me. I've always wanted to live in a downtown area. Yeah, like it's really more about like the formality of it, because it's like we have subterranean people living, like LA has it, and everything. So like there's the sort of unhomed population concept, but these are like laborers and people, and like there's trains to this district, which really implies sort of like something, but I think that adds to the sort of like spice of the dystopia of Midgar.
What kind of
where it's
person
like,
bombs a reactor? The kind of
Yeah,
person
this
who
is
goes around
impossible.
putting up flyers all over the slums, I expect.
Apparently Shinra thinks it's a group called Avalanche. That's what I heard on the train, anyway.
Avalanche. That sounds familiar. What kind of person bombs a reactor? The kind of person who goes around putting up flyers all over the slums, I expect.
Some ladies only had it so good because of the reactors. And this bombing's changed all that.
Yeah, well, shoes on the other foot now. Let's see how they like fighting to survive.
They're people too, you know.
yeah, admittedly, I don't have a train that goes to my house. I don't have a subway that goes to my house. But yeah, this really presents a very, very like extreme bleakness.
I'd never seen anything like it before. It was completely insane. Security was out in full force looking for the bombers. I even saw a few helicopters.
Yeah, they were.
Wow, that sounds intense.
It was like a giant candle lighting up the whole sky.
Huh? Sector 8 was a nightmare. Fires everywhere.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What the? You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
That hot shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
When I get back, it's refueling time.
And you, Jesse?
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
You don't want to mess with the monsters in here. Move along now.
I mean, I will eventually.
Public security should know who did it. So
you'll interrupt them while they're working? Come on, it's one little question.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited. Sorry for the inconvenience.
You call that a warning?
No, sir! In accordance with emergency regulations, entry into this area is prohibited. Please, leave at once.
Still too nice!
Did I say another one? It's still wild to think, because, you know, still wild to think that after Final Fantasies 1 through 6, and they're very kind of like fantasy magical worlds, that 7 came out with like this hella magipunk, like industrial kind of modern quote-unquote era Final Fantasy, like so out of nowhere. Like, this must have been such an interesting sell. It's like, we've released 6 high fantasy games. This will also be high fantasy, but we're going to start it in a city. Getting a little choppy. That's the old laptop. Nice and spicy. Yeah, it has like a little bit of it, almost like Artificer kind of shit, right?
These assholes need to shut the hell up.
Damn, I need a drink.
I'm bored out of my goddamn mind.
Once again, relief supplies are currently being distributed in the lobby
That's
of the
where I
cinema
work.
building.
No
Doctors are also
freaking
stationed
way.
at the building's
Put that
disaster
fire
relief
out,
center.
idiots.
If you are unable
I
to
was
reach
there
the building on
yesterday.
your own, please contact the nearest Shinra employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with President Shinra, has declared a state of emergency in Midgar. The administration has issued assurances that they are doing
Wait, this is
everything in their
real?
power to
It's not a
provide
movie?
aid to those
How
most
long's
in
it gonna
need.
keep burning?
As yet, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, but security services are working tirelessly to identify those involved. If you have any information pertaining to the identity of the perpetrators,
Glad I got
please
today off.
contact your nearest public security
Am I still
officer
gonna have
or
a
security
job?
headquarters.
Guess I'll find out.
Did everyone get out in time?
Once again, relief supplies are currently being distributed in the lobby of the Shinra building. Doctors are also stationed at the building. If you are unable to reach the building on your own, please contact the nearest Shinra employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with President
What do you know?
Shinra, has
That ain't
declared a
half
state of
bad.
emergency in
I'll make a
Utah.
grease monkey
The
out of you yet.
administration has
Thanks.
issued assurances
I've always dreamed
that
of
they are
opening up my own
doing
shop,
everything in their
so I
power
can
to
look after my
provide aid
parents,
to
you
those
know?
most in need. As yet, no group has
Well,
claimed
a man can
responsibility
always
for the
dream,
attack,
can't he?
but security services are working tirelessly to identify those involved. If you have any information pertaining to the identity of the perpetrators,
I want a drink with Tifa so bad.
Who wouldn't? She's a looker.
A bombshell, even.
What if I use her meathead friends to get to her? Yeah?
He'd smash your face in
What's up,
if you
Nubis?
ever found out.
A little bit of a newer game than the last time you watched the stream. Yeah, I'll just go. I get to see all this.
Arlene.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel. I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
A guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
contact the nearest Shinra employee for assistance. Mayor Domino, in conjunction with President Shinra, has declared a state of emergency.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey, I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right, but just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right.
Yeah.
About that. We should talk outside.
You keep fucking around with this guy's bag.
Daddy, did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course. Let that be a lesson to you. When you want to talk to a little kid, don't go giving her the professional killer eyes.
But it's the only eyes I know. Oh, I want to play pinball so bad. Ooh, music. Use jukebox for favorite tunes. Guess we're playing Tifa's theme. I play darts. Let me play games. You know I love mini games, JRPGs. It's half the reason I play them. Like, man, I'm really excited to play Rebirth since it's supposed to have a card game in it. I love a fucking RPG card game so much. Alright, let's talk.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Ooh.
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then.
I will.
How was it up on the plate?
It was
When the
chaotic.
reactor exploded,
Sorry for dragging
wow,
you
did the
into
ground
all
shake.
this.
It was
wrong of me to put you
I
in
heard
danger
about that
like
on the
that.
news.
I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job.
I love that people complain
Don't
that
worry
Tifa
about me.
wasn't sexy
I'll
enough
try not to.
in this game.
Always
Like,
happy
look at
to
that
help
mini
stick it
skirt.
to Shinra.
Not good at all.
Apparently he was fishing for info.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
Can't
I
wait
saw
to go
Sector
hunting
8
for
on the
cats.
news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
So,
What's going to happen
it wasn't
to
that
us?
bad?
How will this
It
affect
was.
us?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was bad.
And here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, Know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow. It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want
Oh, yeah, it
anything
is.
else, we can always get
There's
it.
one thing. My money.
My
You
money.
guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but
That's it?
sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
Put down this giant metal plank I'm holding.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Yep. Nope, no wandering wherever you like.
Hey, you okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
Sword too big. Sword too big for room. Gotta stop having these hot man nightmares.
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
49, huh?
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Check on Marco and stab him. Yeah. No shower, no morning piss, just out to it. Not there. I mean, you know we're going on the roof. You know we're going on the roof. I'll take it. This isn't Harry Potter, Chimera. I like the game's just like, no. Don't get big creep.
Well now, you must be Cloud.
What's up, old lady?
I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. Now we wander around.
The Watch is saying they're gonna step up their game.
How? Ain't they short-handed?
Absolutely. But with the bombing and all, they're trying extra hard to recruit more people.
Until they get Reactor 1 back up and running, the factory's gonna stay shut down.
No way we can afford the rent on our place. I'll start looking for a new one.
Back to
Disney
living
princesses.
in a dump somewhere.
Cloud really is a Disney princess. Love him for it.
Searching for candidates.
What's up, little weirdo? Not gonna let me talk to you yet? Alright.
Is that who Wedge mentioned?
The merchant?
That sword's massive.
What does he sell again?
This here street behind me is Scrap Boulevard. It's crawling with monsters, but the watch makes sure they don't get out.
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
If you don't want to get hurt, keep your distance.
That sword's massive.
What does he sell again?
Is that who Wedge mentioned?
The merchant?
Searching for candidates.
If the trains don't start moving again, we're not gonna have enough food and other goods to go around. Could get ugly.
The watch is here to keep the peace. If anything happens, we'll step in immediately.
Folks who work topside are losing pay by the day. A lot of anger right now.
We're doing our best to keep a lid on things, increasing patrols and recruiting more.
If the trains don't start moving again, we're not gonna have enough food and other goods to go around. Could get ugly.
The watch is here to keep the peace. If anything happens, we'll step in immediately.
Folks who work topside are losing pay by the day. A lot of anger right now.
We're doing our best to keep a lid on things, increasing patrols and recruiting
Ooh,
more.
thank you for whatever that was.
If the trains don't start moving again, we're not gonna have enough food and other
We're gonna
goods
take
to
a
go
moment
around.
of pause.
Could get ugly.
The watch
I'm
is
gonna
here
be
to keep the
right
peace.
back
If anything
in
happens,
about
we'll
5
step
minutes
in
here.
immediately.